Okay, a couple of days ago, Adam and I went to an urgent care. We're sitting there in the waiting room, and in walked someone, about my age, and then with her, I'm guessing her elderly mother. And behind them was this young woman. We thought at first they were together, but they weren't. The young woman was walking really, really close to these two. Nobody else was in there but us, okay? And there was really no reason for her to be walking so close to these this elderly person, and possibly her elderly daughter. And it was kind of rude because they weren't together. And this young woman, she was dressed like a hippie. And she got up there, and the woman said, well, you scheduled an appointment at another location, but we'll go ahead and schedule you here. And then when she said the other location, the young woman, very young, I'm saying maybe 19, 20 years old, it doesn't matter really the age, but her rudeness, she said, well, holy bleep. Okay. And then, the woman just kind of ignored her and went ahead doing what she was doing to schedule her. And the elderly people, let's call them both elderly, she's probably a little older than I, she sat down, they sat down next to us. So there was nobody could sit on that side. It was full with just us four. And so the young woman is still standing there, and she turned toward us. Nobody was in the other side. She could have turned the other way, but she turned toward all of us who, I'm not elderly, but I'd say the other three people are elderly. You know what they call elderly. We should change that to like 80 or so. But then, yeah. Anyway, she turned toward us, raised up her shirt. She was a skinny little girl, little woman. And she raised up her shirt enough to show her belly button ring, which was something big. And she started playing with it. And she could have turned the other way. Nobody was over there. Nobody. But she turned toward us. Okay. And she was dressed like a hippie, and her hair was dirty. It didn't seem like she had showered or bathed. And then she went and sat on the other side and then faced the other way. But, well, how would you see? These days they call them so many different names. Free spirit, modern day hippie, boho, bohemian, on and on. What would you think? Okay, better yet, more than what would you think, but would you say something? Or would you clear your voice? Or would you say loud enough to the next person, how rude? Or would you have any kind of response at all to something like that? That it was quite rude. Okay, free spirits, all that, fine. I used to consider myself as a free spirit when I was younger. But to be rude at the same time, not thinking about people around you, no, we have too much of that already. What do you think?